for the people that are listening that, kind of worried, maybe they're working, maybe they're just making ends meet right now. What should they be trying to do right now before everything really, I guess we should even say before the shit hits the fan and it's already starting?
The number one thing is to begin to stock up on their essential supplies and ingredients because we're going to have another shortage very soon, just based upon the fact that we have not gotten to point zero, which
So
basically
we
means
talking about the toilet paper and all this other crap again?
just all supplies, just in general. For women that need basic
Tampons.
supplies, say, tampons and else. That seems funny and it seems hilarious, but the truth of it is we're going to get to that point where you're going to go, it's not going to be there. Canned goods. This is not a situation of saying about, well, what about, staples? No, the very staples that you're looking at now, because we're starting to see the supply chain funny, right? The funny part of the supply chain is you're starting to see staples that have come in from some of the ships that are already out there, and a lot of those goods are spoiled. That's not even being talked about. But some of those goods that have come in have been on those boats for so long, they're no longer any good.
We're talking about food, of course.
Food, that's right. So that's the number one key thing that's going on. So in addition to the fact, I call it stock up and push back. Push back on debt. Number one thing, do not get further in debt because you're not going to be able to pay for it. And ultimately speaking, I was looking just a couple of days ago, I get spend probably hundreds of thousands of dollars on media and research materials. And one of the biggest things was from a Repossession magazine. They were stating that they are now kicking up in the high gear to prepare to take back cars. Some people are 3 or 4 months behind. Well, guess what? Prepare for it. Prepare to get that car taken. Prepare now to see that if you don't push back from that debt to start cutting away at that, there's going to be a nightmare. You're going to walk outside one day, that car's not going to be there. Yeah. These companies are now preparing themselves to do massive repossessions. The banks are even taking positions as far as their reserves. They're saying to themselves, we know that people can't pay and we're preparing for it. So the number one thing is push back and start cutting the balance sheets.